What's up guys, Eli here, back for another film review. Today we're going to be talking about Critters Attacks. So Critters Attacks came out in 2019. Yes, I own it. You're like, what the fuck? Came out in 2019 and I'm not sure why I decided to watch this since I've only seen the first Critters movie. I haven't even seen the three that followed yet. I think it was mostly morbid curiosity since I had only heard negative things about this movie. Hell, I've only heard negative things about parts 3 and 4, but I'll eventually watch those too. Obviously, I'm not a huge fan of the franchise. I mean, I've seen the first one only one time, but I did like it. It's a ton of fun. It's a great combination of sci-fi, horror, and even well-written comedy. Great performances, memorable characters, and the Krites are the perfect blend of silly and violent. Oh, and of course, I have to mention the fact that the Chiodos brothers designed them. I'm a huge fan of Killer Clowns from Outer Space, so that's a big plus for me. So obviously I'm not like super protective of this franchise or anything like that. And Critters Attack has literally almost none of that charm. It was directed by Bobby Miller, and I can't really give him much credit because the camera work is atrocious. Scott Lobdell did the writing, and I'm familiar with him because back in the 90s, he wrote a ton of comic books. Most notably, he wrote X-Men for a while. But I think the writing here is equally awful. So Sci-Fi Channel bought the rights to the Critters franchise to milk some sequels out of, but apparently this is actually a reboot. I actually didn't even know that until after watching the movie and doing a little bit of research. I don't think you would ever know just by watching this. So I'm not sure if, said sequels are still coming or not, but it's not like the Sci-Fi Channel is known for its quality content. Oh, and also this is the first Critters movie to get an R rating because of its blood and violence. Although most of the kills are off-screen, and you just kind of see the critters cheaply gnawing on the dead humans. It's so lazy, and it just looks so fucking stupid. So Dee Wallace, the mom from the original Critters, returns, so I guess there's that. They were trying to give, the Critters fans something to be excited about, clearly, and again, I'm not, I'm not a Critters super fan or anything like that, but seeing her again did very little for me. And for whatever reason, she only shows up a few times, and her scenes are brief. But I guess she's a bounty hunter with a giant gun. So I mean, I guess I could see that that aspect of the story. It makes sense for it to be a reboot, as there were bounty hunters in the first one. On a positive note, I did like Bianca, the Gizmo-esque Krite queen. But that's really the only part of the movie that I even remotely enjoyed. And that's just because I'm such a big Gremlins fan, as some of you guys might know. It's poorly written, poorly shot, bland characters. The attempts at humor completely fall flat. The human death scenes are cheap looking and not at all memorable. Clearly the negatives far outweigh the positives. One thing that I liked about this movie. I'm going to go ahead and give Critters a 3 out of 10 because it sucks.